When I was younger, it was so hard to get myself to do anything if it took any level of work. I just couldn't get myself to do it, or at least I couldn't get over the fact that gaming was so much more fun and so much easier to do. During lockdown, my family would do these kind of family workouts like most days, and I'd be sitting there playing GTA on my computer, just not wanting to go downstairs, even though literally, like, I don't know how often because it was a while ago, but I remember quite often just dreaming about having abs. And yet I was sitting there playing GTA and I couldn't get myself to go downstairs and do the thing which I knew I should be doing. If you feel similar to that, then let me tell you that all you have to do is just push through. It sounds so much easier when I'm saying it, but now that I look back on it, it actually wasn't that hard. You just have to push through at the thing that you hate for like 6 months. And I know that sounds like a long time, but then it's so much easier. Although for me, it kind of took more than 6 months in a way, because for years I was dreaming about having abs, and I do like these 5-minute ab workouts on the floor. And then maybe I'd have a period of going to the gym, but then I'd stop because of whatever reason. So in a sense, it actually took me quite a while to actually get consistent in the hard thing, but I reckon it varies from person to person. You kind of almost have to look at it without a deadline in mind, which I know it's hard to do, because it's like, oh, what, I'm just going to be doing this hard thing forever and ever. It's just so difficult. Why don't I just go back to sitting on the sofa doing nothing? But eventually it just becomes who you are. You just get used to it. And actually sometimes it's kind of hard for me to give advice, because to me now, all the kind of hard stuff like going to the gym and doing work and stuff, I'm just used to it. I don't even think of another option. You keep getting positive reinforcement, so there's something which pops up, you're like, oh, that's sick, and it's like the rewards of what you've been doing. For example, I've only just recently been starting to see that I might be able to get abs this summer, and I don't care how vain it is, my whole life I've dreamed of having abs. And I mean, I don't even know, because basically I've just got to cut down a bit more, lose a bit more fat to see if they're there. But it's kind of just makes me want to spam ab workouts at the gym, and that's getting me to do the hard thing. Before that, it would be like, oh, I can't be bothered to do abs. Looking back on it, it is literally just the first slog, which is so hard, and which is the reason that most people don't get themselves to do stuff like exercise or just anything that's hard. And it's honestly kind of depressing to see, because a lot of people have goals and their dreams and they wish they could be a certain way, but they can't feel the potential because they can't get over the first big hump. Like, it feels like you're pushing against a constant wall which is holding you back, which won't let you run and get to the destination you're trying to get to. This is literally the secret to people with good physiques and successful people, is that they just kept going for like a few months, and then you overcome the hump and you kind of become a new person, and you look back and think, well, why was I doing it like that? And so I just want you to know that whilst it might feel like whenever you try and do the hard stuff, it feels like there's an invisible wall which you just can't break through, you literally just need to keep drilling away at it. And once you get through it, at least for me now, I know that if I face any more humps, I know that I can get through them. It kind of started for me with my physique in the gym, because for, I don't know, a few years I was trying to go, and only like 2-3 years ago I started going consistently, and since then I've progressed so much and it's become ingrained into me. And I know that most things will kind of follow a similar pattern, so whilst it might be difficult at the start, eventually I'll start being consistent and make more progress, and then I'll see the results in, you know, a year or two. So I can apply that to everything, and I know, okay, this is challenging, but so is everything, and there's just a hump that I need to get over, and then I'll be able to achieve whatever I want to. So I hope you enjoy this video, and just remember that it's just the first hump which is the biggest slog, because it's like you're shifting through to a different person. After that, life becomes so much easier, and it's so much easier to do the hard things, which are the things that you know you should be doing, which you always have in the back of your mind, even though you don't do them. So make sure to remember that. And another thing you can do is fill out the Google form, which is the top link in the description. It will literally take you like 30 seconds, and it's just a few questions which will help me make videos tailored to your problems. So I hope you enjoy this video. See you in the next one.